Ever wondered what it would feel like to have an entire ski field almost entirely to yourself? In this epic ski road trip adventure, we head into the heart of the Canterbury region for a few days exploring one of New Zealand's fastest growing tourist destinations. From spending time with friends in the beautiful town of Tekapo to an unforgettable ski and snowboarding adventure.
After a fresh dump of powder, we head to the Mount Dobson ski area and discover the incredible advantage of having practically a whole ski field to ourselves. It's the perfect opportunity to experience and showcase one of New Zealand's most beautiful yet lesser known ski fields at its absolute best. If you're curious about exploring some of the top sites in the Canterbury region, then this video is for you. Join us on this wintry road trip to Canterbury, New Zealand.
We continue from our epic winter ski adventures in Queenstown.
If you enjoy coming along for the journey, please support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. So we're at the start of a 4-day journey heading up into the Canterbury region. We're going to stay up at the beautiful town of Tekapo on Lake Tekapo as well. And we're going to do a lot of exploring from up there, but we're on our road trip right now and we're here at the beautiful Lindis Pass. The name Lindis comes from a land prospector that came through these areas here back in 1857 by the name of John Turnbull Thompson. And he actually named it after his home in England. It's an island northeast of England known as Lindisfarne, which looks apparently nothing like this area, but it is renowned for its unique natural beauty. I believe it's the highest point on the national highway here in New Zealand.
We stopped to take in the views of New Zealand's highest mountain, Aoraki Mount Cook, reflected across Lake Pukaki, a region we have explored in detail on previous videos. From here, we continue our journey to our rented holiday home in the tourist town of Tekapo, where we would spend the next few nights.
This is the chickie in her zone.
All cozy up in here.
Cozy wozies, as she says, and got the fire started as per Sinchan's instructions.
I have got one of the finest beef you can get in New Zealand. This is from actually not very far from here, a place called Lake Ohau, which also has a beautiful ski fields, but Lake Ohau is about 700 meters above sea level elevation. The cows there are purely grass fed, and this is the finest of the finest. This is Lake Ohau Wagyu sirloin.
Wagyu. Oh, Wagyu.
I say it's Wagyu.
Wagyu. So this is...
What do I know about beef?
This is Hindi beef.
Needs more masala. Alright, Shiki, is it gonna happen?
Getting hard.
You gotta say arr.
I don't want to do it. You jump.
Army hotties.
It's actually quite full. It's very full, actually.
Exactly, it's your jump.
There's still quite a few. Yeah.
Say.
Not many. Probability.
Is this the last one? Oh no, there's two.
There's one here.
Like 33%.
Finish work.
Oh, safe.
What
are the odds? There's only two.
No, there's 3 more. Makikaka. What's that mean?
I think I'm automatically safe. It's only 4.
Beers and frisbee golf. Yeah. Combination.
Yay!
That was like the charge of the Rohirrim.
Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I got that one, Anna. Here we go, Chicky. You've got this. Hey, a little bit of a curve, but
I'll tell you what.
Yay!
He's going exploring.
It's snowing outside.
Lake tits now. Lake tits now.
Lake
Tits now. Lake tits now.
It looks way less messier than when you did it in my really expensive barbecue. It just went everywhere. I like this. The rims.
Yeah, it's cool.
Welded together.
Yeah, it was an accessory to Canada. Maybe there was no need.
That was a bit sharp, you know. That was last night. I didn't like it. Was great.
It's the aesthetics.
I needed something like this, just for show.
Chocolate stick goo.
What do you think?
This is delicious.
We are up at the beautiful Mount Dobson ski field here in Canterbury. It is a perfect bluebird day. In fact, they received 10 centimeters of snow yesterday, which is nice. Beautiful, nice, fluffy powder. We're gonna go out there and explore this ski field. One thing that we're really excited about is the fact that there's pretty much empty, the whole ski field. Coming from Queenstown, we're used to traffic and hordes of people going up and down through the runs, so this is just a dream. This is absolutely amazing. We're super excited to get out there. All right, so Frankie G and myself, first run up here at Mount Dobson. Let's do it. Do it. You ready? Making our way from left to right across the ski field, systematically trying to check off every run. We've started off here with the 20 and then Fence Post Flat, Pete's Paddock, and then finished up with the Mackenzie's Crossing. What do you think, Francesco?
Yeah.
Stunning. So we started off on this side. We've come down here through the 20, but this area here at the bottom is actually closed off at the moment, so we actually had to make our way down through the Mackenzie Steeps area, the Mackenzie Crossing, down at Kate's Corner, and all the way back down to the chairlift. The next plan is to actually come down through this area here where the chutes are. It's going to go straight underneath the chairlift basically, and there's some nice little half pipe bowls sort of thing on the way down, so we'll do a lot of carving up on those walls. think of those shoots there? That was awesome. Just that carving was magic. So far, my favorite run, but we've got plenty to go. We haven't even done, we've probably just done a quarter. Yeah, so it's known as the wagon trail that we're doing, the top and bottom wagon trail with the wagon steps on the side. So let's check out the wagon trail. So we're about to do the Tekapo Trail. The traverse itself is open, however they are saying that there's a little bit of ice underneath, so we need to take it really, really easy. Technically at the moment it's considered an advanced ski trail, so we'll see how we go with this anyway. Beautiful views of Lake Tekapo in the distance there. Absolutely stunning. A little bit of wind up here right now. So they said it's open, but it's actually closed. I'm standing on a big pylon of snow right now, which is kind of annoying. We're walking back. Mount Dobson has a fascinating history, built around one man's determination to create his own ski field. After years of searching for the right location, Peter Foote chose this high, sheltered and snow-shore basin in the Two Thumb Range. Construction of the 15-kilometre access road began in 1976, and Mount Dobson officially opened to the public in 1979 with rope tows. Since then, it has gradually developed into a 350-hectare ski area with more than 14 trails and terrain ranging from beginner slopes through to challenging advanced runs. We're up here now with Sunshine and Gareth, about to do our first fun together as a group, and it's getting pretty windy actually. Let's do it, guys. One of the things that makes Mount Dobson such a unique destination is just how accessible it is, while still feeling like a true alpine adventure. It sits just 18 kilometers east of Lake Tekapo, with the final approach taking you up to a scenic mountain road into the high basin. From Christchurch, it's roughly a 3-hour drive, making it a realistic day trip or an easy addition to a Canterbury road trip. But unlike some of New Zealand's busiest ski fields, Mount Dobson offers wide open slopes, spectacular views, and a relaxed, uncrowded atmosphere, making it feel like you've discovered a hidden corner of the South Island. Last run of the day, we're going to do the wagon trail on our way out. It's been a pretty awesome day. You guys enjoyed yourselves? Why? Let's do it. Such an epic day in the mountains. Join us one last time back on the slopes in our next video for some end of season spring skiing and snowboarding before we take on some other epic spring activities such as hiking and cycling around Queenstown. We really hope you enjoyed this video.
If there's anyone you think would enjoy our videos, please share and help us grow global travel stories. We thank you for your support.